everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Packers going up against the Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry for the change of pace back. The rookie Tariq Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! 190! 190!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here we go! 190! 190!
On third down, Taylor. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the rookie from UTEP, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. First and 10, it's Taylor. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. They try again with Cohen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Taylor and Miller with it over the middle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. The big fella. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Again, it's Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
On second down, Taylor. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They begin to drive on the ground with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Taylor. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Rodgers now throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from LSU. Adams. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's flex round! Flex round!
Throwing, Hundley. Trying to hit the tight end, Bennett, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Tennessee, Cameron Sutton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field. Following this short break. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Taylor to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Taylor on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers from the gun. He'll throw. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rodgers to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down, Rodgers, and he's got Bennett. They get 14 yards there at a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You never count the Packers out with Rodgers leading them, but the largest deficit they've come back from in team history is 23 points, and they need to top that number here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Akeem Hicks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, here's Rodgers. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the... And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
To throw is Taylor, going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. First carry for James Conner. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Clay Matthews in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Rodgers going to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Rodgers going to throw. It's caught. Nelson. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now it's Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Rodgers now to throw on second down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Come on, let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a run with a fullback Johnson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Second down now after the incompletion. They go play action with Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Bears on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. This is Cohen. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Knocks it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing is Rodgers. Being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. There he goes. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ricky Jean-Francois able to drop him for a loss of 4. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Man, I got you.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
A swing pass caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.